You get a mini pool, and you get a mini pool, and you get a mini pool. We're all getting mini pools. Well, actually, we're just so happy you've made it this far. What you deserve is a gold sticker, for real. Actually, Oprah ain't handing out mini pools, and if anybody shows up in your DMs on Discord or Twitter, they're not giving you any either. But we're going to teach you how to make one instead. We're spinning up a mini pool today. As always, all of the information and documentation with all the commands are located right below this video. You can either type them in or go ahead and copy and paste. It's totally up to you. Let's get started. Right now, the assumptions are that you've already SSH'd into your node. Your node wallet is created, and it's loaded with the necessary ETH and RPL tokens. At a minimum, you'll want 8 ETH and 2.4 ETH worth of RPL tokens. For creating a mini pool, there are two options. One is via the command line interface, and the other that we do want to let you know about is there are several different websites that can help do staking on your behalf, or staking on their behalf, whatever the case. We're going to do the command line interface version. The reason is you've already gotten this far, so let's just keep continuing using it. Enter the command rocket pool node stake -RPL. Next, it will ask you what portion you'd like to stake. We'll discuss more about the differences between these pool options and the proportions in a future video. We'll select the number 5, which represents the entire balance, but the choice is yours. And hit enter. Again, another contract approval. Hit enter for the default gas. It'll ask you, do you want to let the staking contract interact with your RPL? Type Y for yes, and hit enter. After a few moments, you'll see that the contract interaction was approved. Now, we're waiting for the transaction to be included in a block. Now that the contract interaction was approved, it's time to approve staking access to the 600 RPL tokens. Note, you will not be able to unstake this RPL until you exit your validators and close your mini pools or reach over 150% collateral. Type Y for yes and hit enter. Bam! Successfully staked 600 RPL. Now it's time to do an ETH deposit. Enter Rocket Pool node deposit and hit enter. Press Y for yes and hit enter. Next, we're going to choose the amount of ETH to deposit. We're going to do 8, so type in the number 1 and press enter. Again, press enter for the default gas. A quick note, exiting this mini pool and retrieving your capital cannot be done until your mini pool has been active on the beacon chain for 256 epochs, which is approximately 27 hours. If you are sure, press Y for yes and press enter. The transaction will be submitted and the mini pool will be created. Your mini pool is now in initialized status. Your mini pool starts out in initialized status with just your 8 or 16 ETH deposit. Remember that an Ethereum validator needs 32 ETH, so the remaining ETH will come from the Rocket Pool staking pool. Once that has happened, your mini pool will advance to pre-launch status. After that, it will advance to staking status. And we do have another command which will give you a one-pager of all these stats. Type or copy paste Rocket Pool mini pool status and hit enter. We can see we now have one mini pool in pre-launch, our node deposit, and some other relevant information. We'll discuss more of what we see here in a future video, but for now, your node is rocketing and rolling. Oh man, that's terrible. On behalf of Rocket School, my name is JT.